Hello everyone, welcome to 𝗏𝗓𝗂. In this lecture, I'm going to explain a very simple trick that you can apply while modeling in STAAD Pro, which will help you in a greater extent while you will be interpreting the analysis and design results of different elements, okay, especially the line elements. So here, if I want to see, if all of you know, if I want to see the start and end of the beam, you can just directly go to the beam and you can see it. The green end is my start and the blue end is my end of the beam, correct? The similar thing we can see by pressing Shift E, and it will give us a view of the start and end of the beam. We all know that green is start and blue is the end of the beam by default. You can change it obviously, but as the default color, these are actually given. Now, when you are modeling in this way, if you see, you can observe in some beams the start is at the right side, and in some beams the start is at the left side. Similar case in case of column also, the end is at the bottom, and in some columns the end is at the top. But when you will be interpreting the results used to come mostly based on the start and end of the beam. So it may create confusion while interpreting the analysis and design result. So it is always recommended to keep the beam ends the similar. Okay, so what is the general approach? That we keep the beam ends, especially the horizontal member ends, we model it from left to right and the vertical members from bottom to top. So that means in case of vertical members, the start should be at the bottom and end should be at the top. In case of horizontal members, start should be at the left side and end should be at the right side. If you see, this left side is our origin side actually. So what we can do now in many cases, suppose in this beam, individually also we can change. If you select this beam and I want to change the member incidence, so I'll just click on this member. I will go to utilities and beam tools and I'll click on this beam incidence and I click on this switch incidence of selected beams. Click on OK. So in this case, individual beam incidence is changed. The start of the beam came to the you can say left side. But I want to do the same thing for all the beams and columns. And you remember this side is my you can say origin side. So I want the start of the members at the origin side. Okay, so what I will do, I will select all these members. I will go to beams. I'll click on this beam incidence. Now if you want the start of the member in the origin side, you can click on the second option, set the incidence order of the selected beam so that the node is closer to the origin of the and then the end node. And if you want to have the end of the beam in the origin side, then you can select the third option. I'll select the second option. I'll click on OK. Now if you see, for all the columns and beams, the start is at in case of columns, the start is from the bottom to top. And for the beams, the start is from left to right. So this is how you can change the member incidence, and it will help you in case of interpreting the analysis and design result easily and properly. Thank you and see you in the next lecture.